Right, I'm coming to Leeds today to do a video, part one of my 3 favourite ENGWE e-bikes of 2025. I'm starting off, seeing as I had it already built, the ENGWE Engine Pro 3.0 Boost. And we're going to see how we get on around Leeds. Might do a bit of night riding tonight and see how we get on. Just give you an idea of what it's like riding around Leeds at night on an e-bike and not having to deliver anything. Anyway, let's see how we get on. Great thing about being on an e-bike, you can sneak through stuff. Everybody trying to get into Leeds is currently cursing this coach parked up here for no reason. Or mainly not legally. Interesting. Yeah, we're just heading into Leeds now. I'm going to have a mooch around. I'm going to show you a little bit more about the bike. Saturday night, or Saturday evening. Should be interesting if anything else. We're in Leeds again. There we go. Quick shot of Leeds outside the train station in the Queen's Hotel there, look. Channel 4 now residing there, I believe. But yeah. But we're here to talk about this. You can't tell me that's not a good looking e-bike, can you? I've added the BMX bars to it to improve it a bit. It just changes the geometry a bit for when you're riding. It really does make a difference, as does that external battery now. People moaning about it, but if you know what it's like to get that battery out when you need it, it is like fighting a metal cobra. You know, we got hydraulic brakes all the way around, front and rear. We've now got these new road tyres, which I really like. Plastic mud guards, fenders, whatever you want to call them. I really like them. Yeah, there's a couple of things that could be improved on it, but I brought them with me, so I'm going to put them on now. But for the money, I think it's really good value. I really do think it's good value. 15 minutes later, we now have folding metal and plastic pedals, and they're quite wide. I like these, I've used these before. And we have a Suntour, and I think it's NCX 12 suspension seat posts, all fitted to the bike, which can only do but improve the bike. I find the middle suspension, because it's not adjustable, It's not to my taste slightly. It's a bit hard, even at my weight, which is 240 pounds, my backpack on. But that takes out all the hassle. That's just simple. Take the saddle off, fit it to this, plug it in, plug and play. You don't have to strip all this down to get the desired effect. Adds a little bit of weight, but you know, not much. Anyhow, let's go for a ride around Leeds. That seat, it's far better, far better. It's like I've said before on another bike, it's like the Rolls Royce of e-bike suspension. And it's not expensive. I had to pay extra for mine, so I wanted it next day, and then it turned up 2 days late anyway. Cheers, Amazon. But I think you can pick them up for about 70, 80 quid. Which, you know, when you... it's just fabulous. It's like bouncing around on a balloon. I'm gonna come through this way, or I'm never gonna get through. So yeah. Saturday evening in Leeds, this should be interesting. Which is odd, because when I come here during the day, there's never any police about. As you've seen in my videos about the Deliveroo riders. I saw one copper in sort of like the 3 or 4 times I've been here. This feels far more comfortable, better geometry now. And it hasn't cost me a lot to make it like this. You know, with the pedals and the seat post. I mean, the pedals are about 20 quid, I think. So it's less than 100 quid to improve your bike, you know, leaps and bounds. This is where I used to come drinking when I was younger. It was a bit of a different thing. And for some unknown reason, the police have got everything shut off. So I don't know if I'm going to be coming up here or not. Oh, looking at the flags up there, there's been a march today for Palestine. Something that I'm glad I'm not involved with today. Well, at least they've had decent weather for it. What are they're up to? Personally, I thought it was all over, but obviously not. They haven't got exactly what they wanted for a country they don't live in. I'll get you. We could head up here actually, have a look around student land. That's where all the studenty pubs are. Or we could head over towards the Merrion, which I think I'm going to do. You sort of think Wakefield's bad, but you get a little... Yeah, so heading round the centre of Leeds for a bit and have a mooch while it's daylight, and then we'll do the same again when the light's gone. See what it's like at night. This seat post's brilliant. Temperature's starting to drop. It's about 9 degrees when I got here according to my truck, and that was about 2:30. So winter's coming. Get down into the Leeds centre. What we've got going on here. Years ago I used to get hammered down here. Used to be some good pubs around here, but not anymore. Yeah, at least it's not raining. I half expected it to rain, but it didn't really matter because these now have different IPX ratings to what the original bikes had. It's a different animal altogether. I don't mind riding this around in the rain. It's got IPX ratings for the wiring, IPX ratings for the display, and the brakes are good, so yeah, improvements there for a start off. It's partly why I like this bike really, but it's just been stripped down to its basics and then they've started all over again, especially with this frame. This magnesium frame feels so much stiffer. You know, I've still got my Pro 2 at home and this feels totally different to my Pro 2, and I've done a lot to that. But it's currently a completely different bike to this. Playhouse in the distance, you might be able to see it. Big building at the bottom of the road. Everybody trying to get down Borough Lane. This one, oh, Vicar Lane. Everybody trying to get down Vicar Lane by the looks of things. Yeah, it's cut through some traffic. I don't want to be stuck here either. Great thing about being on an e-bike, that I don't have to wait for all this traffic to finish faffing around. Leeds Market. It's busy down here. Normally when I come into Leeds on a Saturday it's dead, but it looks busy today, which makes a hell of a change. I want to see it busy. So once you've bound your bike to the app, obviously I can ring the bell on it, which notifies me. You can probably hear that. I can turn the lights on, turn them off. I can even say, where's the other one? Find my e-bike. And that's exactly where I am right now, centre of Leeds. So it knows where I am. Really accurate. It's what you want really from your toys. Don't know if you can see this very well, but gives you an idea of what's available. Come back into there, look. And if I lock the bike, it's now locked. There you go. I'll try moving it. See it flashing red there, look. No need to unlock the bike. And there we go, it's unlocked. Turn the lights back on now, look. Push my pass up to whatever I want it to. You can basically operate the bike from this. Yeah, all handy little toys. Don't make the bike, but it's just something else that, you know, they put in there for everybody to use, and it's a cool bit of kit. I had it on the Map 4 M1 Pro, and yes, it does work without the battery in. So if somebody manages to remove the battery, that still works. So Yeah, and if they try taking it out, it destroys the wiring in the bike, so it makes the bike useless anyway. But it's not anti-theft. People seem to think that it locks the bike up so nobody can move it. They did that with the ENGWE Pro, which really, for such a light carbon fibre bike, made the whole point a bit moot, but it did work. But with this, the one thing I didn't like about it is it put a lock into the rotor, and if somebody tried moving it, you could damage the rotor. So I prefer it this way. And while we're on the subject of safety stuff, that's my bag down there. That's that Unit 1 bag that they do. They also do the helmet, which is the Aura. You can see the lights on there and on the rear. So from behind at night, you'll see both of them plus the rear light of the bike, which makes me highly visible. I'll put a link into the description at the end, but they're really good. I think they have different modes on these as well. And in fact, you can actually add the indicators to this. So if you have the indicator mode on, with the indicator buttons up on the handlebar, which I have got, but I don't use them that often because I use so many different bikes. When I turn right, this indicates right, and so does that at the same time. Same for left. So it's quite clever kit. And you know my whole thing about being visible when you're on your bike. I know it don't look like it, but it's actually dark in Leeds now. So we're going to have a mooch round, do a bit of night riding, see how this bike behaves at night time. I'll tell you what's behaving really well, and I know I keep going on about it, but that seat is just awesome. I don't know if you can see in the distance, but that medical emergency is still going on. And that was about an hour and a bit ago. So shut that part of Leeds down for now. So yeah, I think you've seen me with this night mode on before. Pure whatever it is. It works really well, it just makes everything look like daytime. Problem is, if I have it in normal mode, it does look a bit dark. I have tried it. So coming up the hill, I'll hit the boost button. You can see, shifts a bit. And it started to rain. Cheers then. Wasn't meant to rain tonight. I'll switch it across to kph for those of you that prefer it in kph. But like I say, it's pitch black in Leeds at the moment. For that pure night mode, or pure video mode, that's it, that on the Ace Pro 2 works really well. So we're going to go around the same route again, but we're going to do the night view of it. And we're going to see what's different around, or what looks different, or may even go off on a little adventure of our own. Let's go this way. Because nobody lets you out around here. Nobody. So hopefully we haven't got much flicker going on. I have set it to the right hertz rate for European lights, but sometimes that don't work because sometimes people use different lighting systems. You still get the flicker. I've also got the forks unlocked, so got a little bit more bounce on the front as well, but it just feels so nice to ride round on now. There's some nice grip on these pedals as well. I do like these pedals, and they do feel better than the cheap Chinese plastic ones that ENGWE used to use, the folding ones. There's just a little bit more to them, and they fit my wider feet. It's a nice ride out actually. That bounce is ridiculous. Feels really nice. Go on, run! The entire winter's coming now. It's probably about 6 or 7 degrees now and on its way down a little bit further. But that bit of rain that was about earlier is gone. Yeah, riding around here at night, you can see everybody else's lights on now. It's great. Even on a Saturday night with all the dickheads about, this is just, I feel safe on this bike. I think my winter gloves are going to be coming out soon, because I can feel my fingertips getting cold. Oh well, your headphones will defend you when I run you over, mate. It's nice that you get to go round places like this at night with, you know, on a bike like this, because this just works so well. Cause a cycling lane, but every fucker walking in it. Excuse me, lads. Excuse me, lads. Thank you. I'll tell you what, this cycle lane don't work well with drunks, which is a shame because it works everywhere else. Yeah, this suspension is just like the Rolls Royce of suspension now. It's the best suspension I've had on any e-bike. Yeah, it was a good idea coming into Leeds on this, just to give people an idea what it was like outside of the normal reviews that I do, because it just feels different to ride these bikes around different places. It's just like, I get so tired of just doing the same reviews over and over. It's nice to take them out of their boxes now and again and just, you know, this is what you can do with them. Go places like I did with the R20 Boost. We went up to Yorkshire Moors, we come round Leeds, different aspects and stuff. It's just nice. It's just a nice way to get about. If I was a food delivery rider, if you're looking for a new bike and you're a food delivery rider, this is brilliant. You can see what it's like round Leeds yourself. It just works really well. Yeah, Leeds is getting pretty busy now, and you know, it's probably best that I get out of town quite soon, because all the idiots are going to be out soon. But just want to have a look at the corn exchange at night, all lit up blue. That looks fabulous. Look at that. How fantastic does that look? Oh, blue, I say blue, looks more purple. But how fantastic does that look? Wow. Yeah, look at that. That looks fabulous. It's just nice shooting around town this time of night, going different places where, like I said, you wouldn't normally go. How cool is this? I'll tell you what we might head up to actually. Let's go head up to the back of the Merrion Centre to the First Direct Arena, because that's all lit up at night. Well, hopefully. Let's go have a look up there. Yeah, it's not the warmest right now. I've been warmer. Take a quick hunt up here. Get some pace up. Hitting that boost button as I'm coming uphill, look. The amount of bikes that I'm passing that have got no lights on whatsoever, they're just not even bothering to turn them on. Which got a right turn going here. Is he coming or not? Oh, what are you doing? It's going to be even busier up here. Hit that boost button again, look, and we're off. Let's keep going up here. Now it's pitch black up here, so that pure view works really well, doesn't it? I'm actually going to come back at Christmas and do some riding around Christmas night time, see what we can see. Should be nice with all the Christmas lights on. Yeah, we should be falling in now on the right hand side to the first direct arena. It's not lit up though, there's only a few lights on it. Obviously nobody on tonight, which I'd have thought would have been one of their busiest times. Saturday, there should have been something on, shouldn't there? Oh, what a shame. Oh, Prodigy. Oh, I'll be interested in that. Gorillas, Rick Astley, Barry Manilow. I won't start singing. What else we got going on? Shits and gigs, I don't know what that is. Pond Life. Brian Cox. That's enough to put anybody to sleep really, isn't it? I'm a big fan of astrophysics, but not to that extent. So yeah, what a shame it's not lit up. I find it very odd there's nothing on a Saturday night, but head down the back of the Marion Centre and head home from there. I put that boost button when I swapped them over, I put that boost button a little bit close to the negative button, the minus button on the pass, so I keep it in that when I hit the boost button. Easily adjusted. Yeah, I'm going to head back to where I'm parked now because it's a bit nippy, but if anybody wants to give me some ideas where they would like me to ride round next that's nearby, on the best 3 bikes ENGWE make right now, give us a shout and I'll consider it. Just come up with some ideas. I mean, I did think of Bradford, but not bothered about riding around Bradford, but there's hardly anything to see. It's just at night, apart from the town hall, it's quite desolate even at the weekends because nobody goes there. This, on the other hand, different animal. What about York? York could be just quite nice. I don't know, a part of no parking on this they don't get, but there you go. Let's come down here. This is the second time I've been down here, and there's now a different van on the cycle lane. Bit dumb, but I don't make the rules. Probably a council van too. I know they're collecting rubbish, but you know, the cycle lane's there for a reason. summer mooch down here. Everybody's at it, skateboards coming down. Big chunky piece barriers there. The way I look at it is everybody else does it and nobody stops them, so I'm coming down here, but I'm very aware of my environment. I'm not going fast. The whole idea is that if anybody just steps out at any point, I can brake immediately and just stop dead on a penny. This is where that food delivery rider snatched tried snatching my camera off me, which I thought was hilarious. I wish I could have showed you the unedited version. I doubt he'd be snatching anything off of anybody again, but it was funny. It's nice to see Leeds with a bit of life in it. Most of the time I come during the day and it's just dead. Police officer riding a motorbike through here, so this can't be out of bounds. Let's get a cut down here. Let's go this way. Right, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been quite a bit of fun for me as well, for a change. Just something different. And we're going to get more night videos because the nights have drawn in. I'll be out riding more at night. Problem is, during the summer I don't want to be staying up till sort of like 12 o'clock at night, sort of like hoping to get some night video, because you know it's daylight up until about 11 o'clock. Well, just starts getting dark at 11 o'clock, and I don't really want to be doing anything past about 7 anyway. It's just a long day for me. Yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed this. We'll do it again. So this is one of my top 3 bikes that ENGWE have released this year. I'll do videos for the other 2 and we'll see how we get on. And then I think ultimately I'm going to pick one I'm keeping, and then I'll do a video about that. But they're all 9.8 out of 10, and they're all 9.8 out of 10 for a reason, because they're good e-bikes. They were crap, I wouldn't be doing this. But I sort of forced myself into a a corner, didn't I, really?